this week's Parsha, Parshas Tzeitzei, which is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse number 8. It's an interesting verse here. It says that when you build a house, you should make a guardrail, a makkah, around the roof. And that was the time when people had access to the roof because the house might be built into the side of a hill. So if you walk up the hill, you walk right out onto the roof. It was part of the way that buildings were built. So you build a guardrail around the roof. So there shouldn't be any bloodshed in the house. And it talks about ki yipol hanoifel, that when the faller falls. And it's an interesting double language, when the faller falls. And Rashi brings out, Rashi's a great commentary on the Talmud and on Tanakh, and talks about this double language about when the faller falls. The idea being that this is a person who's been destined to fall. He's going to fall to his death because of whatever his sins are or whatever the circumstances are, he has been destined that he's going to fall to his death. If he's going to fall to his death, why do you need to build a makkah, fence, around your roof that he shouldn't fall from there? And the interesting answer is because Rashi comments that good things happen through good people, and that's what you want. You don't want that if the guy's destined to fall, he's destined to fall to his death, but why should it happen on my property? Why should I have anything to do with it? And so good things happen through good people, and I think good things happen through not good people. So it's an interesting concept, but there's a story regarding someone who wrote to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. This person had a huge Siyum Sefer Torah. They had helped to purchase a brand new Torah scroll, to have a brand new Torah scroll written, and there was a big celebration, and they were going to start from the person's house, and they were going to march to the synagogue where the scroll would be kept. And so it was a big celebration in the house, and a guest who had come had a stroke and died right there in the house. And the person, the host, was devastated. They were devastated, and their thoughts were all about how could this horrible thing happen at a time of simcha and with an association with the Torah scroll and our property, and they were just devastated. And they wrote to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe has a beautiful talent for seeing the good, and no matter what, finding the good and seeing the good. And in this particular case, the Rebbe sympathized, and understanding how anguishing it must be for this event to happen, on their property and everything. But then he twisted it completely around to see the positive side, and he said, "Imagine that this person, had they not come, had there not been a party, had there not been a Siyum Torah, and the person had a stroke, and they passed away, alone, at home, without anyone around. But instead, this person had the schus, the merit, to pass away in a place where there are caring people around, in a home that was filled with mitzvahs and love, at a time of a great rejoicement, and a rejoicing about life and Torah. And what a beautiful thing, so that this person was able to spend their final moments in such a holy and sanctified environment. What amazing blessing that is." So, do we complain because a rose bush has thorns? Or do we celebrate because a thorn bush has roses? It's all in our perception. Do good things and be a catalyst for good things. And may this year bring us all revealed blessings.